Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrentIsMyAgent.com. Well, here we are in this snowier, colder weather pattern that's cranking up. It's been with us here for the past few weeks. It kind of started around mid-November after a really mild start to November. And since that time, these bursts of much colder weather. We're going to keep these bursts of colder weather coming. And with that, the snow risk. And we got the snow risk tonight. Accumulating snowfall is knocking on our back door. And that's going to be with us tonight. It'll cover roads, make it icy out there. And then perhaps some more snow even late in the week and into the weekend. Now, we do look to have at least a little bit of thawing and perhaps even a little rain around the 10th or 11th of December. But then after that, it should turn colder again. We should get a little more snow, and then perhaps a little bit more prolonged period of milder weather with some rain towards Christmas and all the snow melting away. So this will be all the snow will be before Christmas, and during Christmas we shouldn't have a white Christmas, but I do expect more snow, likely just after New Year's. Accumulating snow coming in early January. Winter weather advisory is up, forecast area wide as our storm system comes in. Now you look at this and you say, well, Chad, we're already getting snow everywhere. You look at radar as a 315. It looks like there's snow falling forecast area wide, but that is not the case. Most of this is virga, or snow that's trying to fall and drying up on the way down due to very dry, low-level air, because we can look at the visibility area airports and we can tell where it's snowing and where it's not snowing. For example, the Purdue Airport's 9 miles, 10 or 10 plus miles here. Jasper County Airport down to Crawfordsville, even Rantoul visibility is more than 10 miles. But once you get to Champaign, visibility suddenly drops below a mile. Below a mile at Pontiac, it's quarter mile visibility here at Decatur, and then a mile here at Lincoln, Illinois. And you can see all across Illinois, visibilities under a mile for the most part, even quarter mile visibilities from Effingham up to Mattoon Charleston Airport, and also here to the east of Springfield at the Decatur Airport. So bottom line is, these lower visibilities are coming because this is where the snow is reaching the ground. Again, here's Lafayette. This would be Covington down here. Fowler is here. Kentland is here. You can see the visibility goes from plus 10 miles to quarter mile, 1 mile, 1 mile. So we will saturate and the snow will begin to make it down to the ground with time. Now, I chose St. Bernice here in Vermilion County and also US 41 at Boswell to show you that the snow's not reaching the ground. Even way over here in Vermilion County, it's still dry and there's no snow falling near the state line in Benton County. But give us some time here. I mean, we're past 3 now. We get closer and closer to 4:30, 5, and 6. This is going to rapidly overspread the area. Current temperatures 25 at Logansport. It's 25 degrees at Round Grove. We're 24 at Fowler, and Marianne and Remington is 25. There is the snow coming tonight. Relatively quick shot of snow overall. It's not going to linger on for a long period of time, but it really picks up this evening, peaks closer to like 10, 11, midnight, but by 6 a.m. it's pulling out of here, and by 8 it's pretty much gone other than a few lingering flurries and little light snow showers. And for the rest of tomorrow, just a few little snow showers or flurries around, and that is it. And I think 2 to 4 inches looks good forecast wide. I was originally going with kind of a 1 to 3 inch event. I considered keeping 1 to 3 and then adding a 3 to 6 inch band over the area, though I don't have enough data to suggest that we're going to see widespread amount exceeding 4 inches. So I think 2 to 4 looks good. Forecast wide, the trend will be for more of the 2s and 2.5s to be at Pine Village, Monticello, and northwestward. Now, once you get to Lafayette, Florida, Peru, this is where you start getting into the more 3 inch, 3.5, 4 inch amounts down this way. And of course, we'll be monitoring this as the snow comes through right through the evening. There is another cold front. This is a strong cold front in terms of the bitterly cold air mass behind it, this will come through late in the week right here. This could bring a band of snow showers late in the week that may put down an inch or less of very powdery or fluffy accumulation. And then we look at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because there's some uncertainty there. It's looked like we're going to get accumulating snow, and I still think that's the case. But it's unclear whether it is one or it's two Alberta Clipper systems. One may come through Friday, we may have another one over the weekend, or it may just be one main system. And that's what I really can't tell right now. I know it's going to snow, but I can't pinpoint whether it's going to be one or two rounds of snow, and I can't exactly pinpoint the really direct timing of that snow. But just be aware, potentially later Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, in that time frame, one or two Clipper systems may bring some dry, fluffy snow that blows around. And the trend is the cold blasts to keep coming, even though in between the cold blasts, it gets a little milder. And that would be around the 10th or 11th of December. But the trend is, of course, I've shown this graphic for a very long time, below normal temperatures. I mean, Thanksgiving to December 19th, the mean is below normal, despite the little warm up around the 10th or 11th. Then after this, we get a little more sustained mild weather around Christmas. So we get the melting, the cold retreats. But then after Christmas, especially towards New Year's, the cold knifes back in. And this could be a pretty big cold air mass coming in with more accumulating snowfall. So we'll get more accumulating snow, let's say around the 17th or so of December. There may be a break with much in the way of any accumulating snowfall between that time frame and near New Year's. And then we really pick up where we left off towards New Year's and into early January. I think it could be very snowy around here and very cold. Speaking of very cold and snowy, down to 19 tonight. Now the wind does pick up a little bit late. This snow is a light, fluffy snow. It's very prone to blowing because it is also falling on snow cover that was melting or slushy and is now rock hard, very crunchy. So it's like snow falling on glass, so any sort of wind will blow this around. Now this is not intense wind, but the wind does pick up some later on tonight. You'll notice the wind at 7 a.m., northwest at 13. It's northeast at 9, at 4 a.m., and east at 7, at midnight, and 8 o'clock. But you note the more widespread snowfall this evening and a part of tonight, and then the coverage going down by 7. There are your lows at 17 to 21. Mind you, your wind chills early in the morning will be running 1 above to 9 above 0. 30% coverage of snow showers, 8 o'clock. But then it's isolated flurries and snow showers the rest of the day. Even the sun trying to poke through a little bit, but a cold wind. But the highest winds will be in the morning. Gusts 20, 22, maybe up to 28 miles an hour. So some minor blowing and drifting. And then still a breeze with a little bit of blowing snow, but not a huge ordeal late in the day. But note the high of only 22. Then we go up to 31 Wednesday. Now we drop to 9 Tuesday night and then rise. Strong south wind, a lot of blowing snow on Wednesday. But here comes the Arctic front. That comes through right around late Wednesday night, very early Thursday morning. That could have an inch or less of dry, fluffy accumulation that blows around, breezy to even windy conditions. I may up that to windy, but look at that high of 14. 2 below 0 for a low Friday night. Some places will be as low as 7 below 0 actual air temperature, followed by 25 Friday. I've got 40% Friday late, or PM if you will, and Saturday and Sunday, 1 or 2 Clipper systems with some snowfall here that may accumulate, highs in the 20s, and then there's that warm up around the 10th and 11th. So we're at 40 a week from Wednesday, and then we're in the low 40s a week from Thursday with some rain. Beyond that, highs back to the teens, some more snow and wind before we start to warm back up after December the 20th.